So who'd I hear out there? A whole bunch of colors. One out there, and Big Dog was out there, and a whole mess of them colors coming out of Missouri. More about all your grandpa on the other side. You go get him. I'm just going to sit here and listen.
10-4. Well, I hear you real good, and you say you had a whole bunch of stuff coming out of Missouri over there, and I talked to them all this morning, so that's all good. But yeah, I see from Carol every so often. I see posts over there on Facebook. They're great.
Oh, you got my sister, the Bearcat on Facebook. She thinks the world of you, Mama Mom. Keep it up. She loves it when you get on Facebook with her there, Ray.
Roger, yeah, it's good to see her out there. She sees all the posts, you know, anything that has you in there, she sees them, and she comments, and she's she's out there pretty often. It's pretty cool. Hey, good to see her up in there, you know, that Bearcat, that's right. Hey, Grandpa Jones. Good afternoon, good morning. It's 8:57. It's darn, I'm out here late. It's almost 9 o'clock, and I'm just now getting out here. So, anyway, good afternoon time to you coming up soon. But in the meantime, good morning. Grandpa Jones, Motormouth Mall 7.
Catch you later, Motormouth. A bunch of stations probably trying to get in there, so I'll be on the side. Good to hear.
Roger, I'll turn on the other antenna and I'll give a listen out there on the East Coast. I'm transmitting out there, but you're so close, you're hearing me. But I had to go to another antenna to hear you real good because the East Coast was coming in pretty good. So I did want to say hello. I'm going to switch antennas.
All right, on the antennas, got you, Motormouth. We'll catch you later.
Hello out there, good morning time or whatever the case may be. I don't know if Motormouth can hear my quality this morning with the snow and the black gold with the morning wave.
The old morning wave out there on the black gold. I hear you. I hear the Quaggy out there as well. I just switched over to the other antenna so I can hear you real good. I can't hear my locals anymore, but I hear you all real good out there in the world of sound.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, what about this, good morning to you from the voice of Texas. This little truck driver antenna, come on. Jones, you're...
Yeah, I got you on the truck driver antenna too, I do. You smoking. What's going on there by you, boy, Motormouth Mall stuff?
Oh, we out here tuning up one of my buddy's big truck with these striker antennas in the Texas Star 667.
I'll tell you what, I like that 667, man. It's a good little, 4 pills is enough to get the job done. You got a one driving 4 and a 667 and a couple of what you call striker antennas on that truck is working real good for you. So, ain't no pain, no strain. I got you all up in here, Brayden.
644 Bayou Country, and I'm back wide. We like.
Hey, 644 on the Bayou Country. Got you up in there too, sounding loud and proud. Ain't no doubt about that. 644 on BYU Motormouth Mall, walking on through, Brayden. Take care out there while you're waving around the black gold. Good to hear you up in there as well. I didn't get the 28, but I did hear you waving from the black gold. Motormouth Mall waving, break.
So Road Talker 420 in the black gold. Good morning from the voice of Texas.
Roger, the Road Talker 420 over there on the black gold. I got your Road Talker. You're smoking out here, Motormouth Mall, step and break.
Brother, well, I'm going to wish you happy holidays while I got you on the line. Hey, Motormouth Mall, just in case we don't talk before then, happy holidays coming up.
Fortune, the Road Talker, big old happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year coming up around the bend. I hope it's a prosperous and Happy New Year for you, ain't no doubt about that. 420 Road Talker, Motormouth Mall. Your West Coast beast got down.
Motormouth Mall.
How about that Motormouth Mall? How about that Motormouth Mall? Crosswire and a big horn with that wave if I can get there, break.
Holy cow, I didn't expect the big horn to come rolling up in here like that. Hey, big horn, I got you up in here. Bell tower possibly? I didn't get the what you call, exact 28, but I did hear you come rolling in here with some beautiful audio out of the big horn.
Spoke on you, I'm waiting.
I'll try one more time, see if I can get between the keys, Motormouth Mall. Crosswire in the big home.
Yeah, and then there's the voice of Texas.
Maybe it was Crosswire. Doggone it. That was tough. I heard somebody else out to the voice of Texas rolling up in there. Let me play that back one time.
Spoke on you, I'm waiting.
I'll try one more time, see if I can get between the keys, Motormouth Mall. Crosswire in the big home.
Yeah, and then there's the voice of Texas.
There you go. Okay, Crosswire. I believe that was Crosswire. Got you up in there that time. Motormouth Mall waving, and the voice of Texas rolling up in there. Doesn't sound too enthusiastic. Motormouth Mall stepping. I got down. Break.
Good morning there, Motormouth. It's Lee Majors, the voice of Texas, out here listening in.
Roger, Lee Majors, the voice of Texas. Well, you listen in real loud. You got that mall down. I think that Quaggy is working for you to break.
Yeah, every once in a while, man, it's my turn, and I guess it's my turn. I let some other guys hit you over here. 73s from the boys. Ho, 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 from the Alamo. We try.
410, ho, 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 to the Alamo. Hey, I'm going to run out of the radio room and go grab my coffee. I forgot the most important thing this morning. It's in the house, and I'll be right back. I got to go. I don't know how long I'll survive out here without the cup of... I only had like 3 or 4 sips out of it, so I got to go grab that thing. I'll be right back.
Yeah, a little 5150 sounding good, buddy. No doubt. Very big old morning wave to you. Happy holiday season wave. Deer Slayer, Lake Okeechobee.
Boy, you're on top of the ball right now, no problem. Deer Slayer, old road talker 420 reading the mail.
Radio, hello. Come in.
149 New Jersey, good morning. Hey, 75, good morning, 75 to you, Round Vermont. 644 by you country with the wave. By you country with the wave. My buddy Mad Dog out there around Alabama. Oh, Road Talker. Road Talker, 4 fingers and a thumb. Wave to that Mad Dog.
Gotta love a good cup of coffee, I tell you. Anyway, we got the coffee now. We're all good. And, oh man, hey, Deer Slayer on Lake Okeechobee. I got you back up in here again to break.
Green Monster, have a great day, man. It's crowded in there. And I'm here in Louisiana, Texas, the West Coast. It's all kind of busy, no doubt. Have a good day and a good holiday season. Hey, Green Monster, take care. Deer Slayer, St. Paul's on the map.
No, Deer Slayer, you're not looking out here. You're not looking at the West Coast. You're talking to somebody else. Hello to you one more time, Deer Slayer. If I can roll up in the side of your antenna. Motormouth Mall cruising. I got down.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, can I wave with this mobile? Hey, Motormouth Mall, I want to wave with this mobile. Motormouth Mall,
Deer Slayer.
by you country with the wave.
410 on the Bayou Country, waving right back at you. Good morning time to you. Good to hear you up in there. And the Deer Slayer around Lake Okeechobee got you up in there too. Holy smokes. Mother Nature dipping and dabbing, flipping and flopping and bucking, weaving and shucking and jiving. You know how she does from time to time.
Morning. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I'm going to try to get this mobile a little bit more pedal this time. Hello, Motormouth Mall. 127, Big Mobile, Louisiana with the wave.
Hey, 147, you said you're going to try it with that mobile with a little bit more power that time around. Hoo-wee, a little bit of power is all you needed to get the job done. You walking and talking, I got down breaking.
Hey, real good copy, Motormouth Mall. You slinging it down in Louisiana. I guarantee you. Motormouth Mall, 127, Big Mobile.
Bartender 127. I think I said 147 the last time around, but you corrected me on that one. That time around, that's 127 in the Mobile out there on Louisiana Motormouth Mall, cruising break.
Boy, you sounding good too, Cotton Bigger. Hey, Motormouth Mall, you got that place. You sounding real good down here in Louisiana, Big Brother, I guarantee you. Hey, Motormouth Mall, put it on your load if you still got it going on. 127, Big Mobile, by your country, Toodaloo.
Bartender 127. Well, I'll tell you what, I appreciate the flowers. You sounded real good over here, top shelf choice over here around my neck of the woods. Doing a good job, so keep on keeping on with that mobile out there. Big old happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year coming up on the band. 127 in a mobile. Motormouth Mall cruising this thing I got down.
And I got it all when you said it all. Motormouth Mall, season's greetings, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and the family. Hey, Motormouth Mall, 127, rim shot, big mobile by your country. I'll see you now.
Plugged in there, rim shot. Sound more like center fire to me. Motormouth Mall waving. I'll see you. Have a good day, breaker.
Toodaloo, toodaloo. Hey, Motormouth Mall, me and this DC mobile is through.
I suppose I had to look back out of the Bighorn. I was looking down south into Bighorn a little bit, and I did get you a little bit more signal out there on the BYU there, breaking.
I think you got plenty of signal around the BYU.
Who is that?
Did for it, plenty of signal around the BYU there, breaking.
Long time no speak upon. Good afternoon or good morning, I guess, on your end. Motormouth Mall, your Mad Hatter in New Orleans.
Hey, Mad Hatter, I haven't heard you out here in like 7 or 8 months, it seems. It seems like a long time. A whole lot of months of Sundays. Hello to you. Hey, Mad Hatter, good to hear you around New Orleans. You got that mall down. Beautiful audio, too, by the way. A little low on frequency, not that it matters, but just a couple KCs low on frequency, but you smoking, breaking.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, 10-4. Got this old antique, man. This old antique Yaesu 101. I don't know. I bumped it up. Anywho. Yeah, it's been a while, man. Just been busy at life. Hey, Motormouth Mall, always a pleasure. Your Mad Hatter, New Orleans.
Roger, come up just a smidgen more. Just about 25% of what you did before. Come up just a tad bit more and you're right there. But not that, like I said, not that it really matters. That old Yaesu is working for you. Holy smokes, that audio is bodacious, Brayden.
One of those Behringer composers, I guess it does some kind of magic too, man. Makes it real soft on the ears, I guess. Hey, appreciate it. Mad Hatter down here in East Bayou country.
Again on a Behringer composer. I've not tried one of those ever. I've had a couple Behringer boxes, but once I went to the PC and got all the, all the various different plugins that I gravitate toward, I never looked back at a lot of all the rack gear stuff. There's a whole lot of it that's good, and nothing wrong with any of it. Well, I won't say that, but a lot of it, most of it's really good. But the virtual stuff I like better because you can just, you don't have to wire anything. You don't have to worry about RF getting into it. You can save presets and the like and all that. So I just never look back. But that thing sounds real good. Real choice to break.
10-4, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. I have to set everything away from me, though, out of arm's distance because I get to, the longer I get to talking, the more I get to turning knobs. So, one day I'll go to PC route, but I gotta hold back on turning them knobs, Roger.
I gotta hold back too, man. I'll tell you what, I gotta put doggone whiteout on the screen and epoxy and Loctite and everything else over here, man, because I tell you what, it's too easy to reach over and grab that mouse and give a little nudge here or there or wherever, and it's too easy to play with it. So what I did to keep myself from playing with it, I did two things. One, I took the headphones off. And two, I brought up another screen in front of my software processing stuff that is the map of the country, the Great Circle map centered on my address. So I just use that for beam pointing and orientation, that kind of thing, and it covers up the audio processing screen. Then I don't have any inkling to change it. I don't have any feedback to the headphones, and I'm not looking at anything on the screen. I just figure, okay, it's there, I'll just leave it alone. That's my fix for it to break.
Yeah, 10-4, you gotta get rid of the distractions, that's for sure. And I tell you what, man, you're right about them headphones. You get to listening to them while you're talking, boy, you'll start wanting to grab knobs in a hurry.
Oh, yeah. And then, you find once you pick a set of headphones that you think you like, but you like them, but the headphones themselves have color to them. They headphones, they think, oh, well, now I don't have this, that, or the other, so then you go try to mess with the software, and then you switch another set of headphones in line, and they sound different yet again, so you start compensating for what your ears want to hear. And what your ears want to hear isn't necessarily what's happening over the air necessarily in everybody else's radio. Not that any one particular session file is happening in everybody's radio, because everybody's radio is different. Their bandwidth is different, their roll-off is different, their sensitivity to different frequencies is different, their equalization or curve and all that is different. So, and then everybody's hearing is different, and then everybody's preferences are different. Oh my God. It's so much easier when you don't even look at it to break.
Well, you know what they say. It's like going down the rabbit hole. It's definitely like going down the rabbit hole. You'll definitely be chasing after something. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just try to set it and forget it. Until someone tells me otherwise, I just leave it alone.
Yeah, it's one of the rabbit hole. Ain't no doubt about that. Yeah, you go down that rabbit hole and you never come out. It's kind of funny, but you know what they also say, the grass is always greener on the other side. You know, you've heard that before too. So, you know, it's you always think you got what you want until you think you want something else to break.
Hey, Motor, it's pretty green at BYU for December. It's pretty green, right? BYU, just let me
5-6 and me by.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Mad Hatter, I'm going to get back outside, read the mail for just a Scotia bit, and see what else is cooking out there. Good to hear you up in there. Sounding superb out here on the central coast of California. I like what I hear. That's for doggone sure. Mad Hatter, Motor Mouth Mall. Your West Coast, under modulated beast, walked on through, break.
Said it, and I'm back quiet.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah, they're 199. They got a rub on my end.
I heard somebody, there was some smooth sounding audio, almost, almost a, not quite, but almost a broadcast quality kind of audio. I heard something roll up in there, I thought, down there, but I didn't get to see it all. And 256 out there in Louisiana, I got you up in there too, the ring. Waving right back at you. I didn't get the whole 28. I heard 01, I believe. I heard you waving at me, Motor Mouth, but I heard something like that, but I didn't get it all.
727 over.
And hello, 727. I heard you up in there too. The Watergate's rolling, so if I missed anybody, you can listen to the gate and you'll hear yourself on the gate if you think that I missed you. I'm sorry if I missed you. I'm trying to get everybody up in there. I don't try to, ignore anybody on the band. So if you feel I should have heard you and I didn't respond to you, by all means listen to the gate, and then you can see if you made the trip out to my place or not. But I try to respond to everything in my radio. Motor Mouth Mall cruising, they got down.
727 star.
Hey, 727, you roll up on top of the one there. I thought I heard Star Child in there too. I haven't heard Star Child in a long time. The 727, good to hear you up in there. I'm still looking just south of 90 degrees. I'm still looking down into the middle of Florida roughly, or right through Louisiana and all that, bottom of Mississippi. So I'm kind of looking down that way. I have a sneaking suspicion you might be up there around Maine there.
All right, 727 in the bottom of Georgia, right there on Florida, Georgia.
727, you're out there. I'm looking at you. You're over there at the bottom of Georgia, so I'll just nudge you up a little bit there, and I'll work my way up around your neck of the woods right there. Hello to you, 727, around the bottom of Georgia, Motor Mouth Mall, looking to wave and break.
Mouth Mall, Mouth Mall, 29, in Georgia, getting down.
Hello, 29 in Georgia. I heard you while you're getting down to it. 5 style, 29 in Georgia, Motor Mouth Mall. Big old good day to you, right back at you too. There, another 29 29, but you're not him. Oh, 29, Georgia, good to hear you. Good day to you. Big old happy holidays and Merry Christmas coming up on the bend. And a big old prosperous and Happy New Year as well. Motormouth Malt Stephen.
Mud Duck pickup truck's working here in eastern Oklahoma. That Mud Duck pickup truck, old Road Talker 420.
Right in there, Road Talker 420 out there on the Black Gold. They got you up in there too. You smoking. You're still doing a good job. 420 Road Talker, Motormouth Mall Stephen.
And I guess my little radio ain't getting out of Texas. The ghost on this hill, gone.
A ghost on the hill. Are you over there in Texas? Where in Texas are you there, Ghost?
Hey, Motormouth Mall, 30 miles south of Dallas.
And 430 miles south of Dallas. Hey, I got you locked in. 30 miles south of Dallas. Hello, dear. Motormouth Mall waving break. Hey, Ghost, you smoking? Flipping and flopping and moving and shucking and jiving and bumping and grinding. You know how Mother Nature does from time to time. She's real promiscuous. Ghost. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas and big old Happy New Year coming up around the bend. Motormouth Mall Stephen.
Bump, bump, Motormouth Mall. Bye, bye, bye.
Bump, bump. Bye, 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 bye.
Dirty one more time. Dirty one more time.
Hey, Dirty, I got you up in there, I do. Hey, Dirty, why you bumping it down one more time? What's going on there, Break?
Well, I'm listening as you having control of this channel. Ain't no doubt about it. Sounding good like you always should. Oh, Dirty, on the porch.
Boy, here there, Dirty. Well, I rolled the antenna back up around your neck of the woods, man. You come up in here like a house of fire. It's nice to have an antenna system that works. I tell you that. It's, the antenna was working real good, but with the rope on it, just looking at one spot, you kind of sort of get stuck in one spot. And so now I got that rotor working, and it's kind of a nice thing. Oh, Dirty Motormouth Mall waving and stepping. Good morning time to you, the Breaker.
Yeah, roll a nickel for a 951, rolling happy holiday your way.
Motormouth Mall.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You rolling a nickel from 951 over there. Hey, tell Yellowbird 951 I did say hello, Mellow Jello, and I hope he's having a real good day down Southern California way. Hello, Dirty Motormouth Mall cruising. I appreciate you rolling that 5 and keep it all the way alive, the Big.
Hey, I'm back on the porch.
Hello, Motormouth Mall. Hello out here, Mr. Motormouth Mall.
Wait a second, now Michigan, hold on, I gotta turn a long way to look up around Michigan. I gotta look now, I'm looking up around Michigan. Go ahead there, Break, around Michigan, Motormouth Mall waving and seeing what's going on around your neck of the woods there, Break.
Walkie-talkie, sitting back in the shack.
Walkie-talkie, you rolled up in there. I looked up there around Michigan and up around, just shy of 60 degrees, man, and you're all up in here. Hello, Walkie-talkie, Motormouth Mall waving.
Well, let's see if I can't get up in that Motormouth Mall's radio this morning. 266, Minnesota, trying to
Hey, 266, you're even farther north. Hello, 266, I'll roll up around your neck of the woods. Yeah, you got up in here, no pain, no strain. 266, hey, Minnesota, 266, Motormouth Mall waving right back at you, Break.
I appreciate that. I didn't know if I was getting out or not. I took a few out here and never actually came back. So well, I got patience.
Motormouth Mall got you 30 over here in Southern Illinois.
410. Oh, somebody out there thinks I got a cold. I sound like a frog this morning. Maybe maybe I had a speed of my voice or something like that, but I'm trying to talk low and quietly. I'm trying not to talk real loud this morning, so if I sound funny, I'm sorry. Hey, Minnesota Mouse, you got that mall down. Yeah, you got no pain, no strain going up in here. And, yeah, I'm trying, I don't know, do I sound like I'm talking weird to you? Hey, Minnesota Mouse, do I sound weird? I'm just trying to talk real quiet there.
Try. No, you don't sound weird. Sound just a hair over-modulated is about it.
On Michigan waving.
Did I have to look at the scope? Oh, yeah, it's the hair, man. You called that pretty good. It's just a hair over-modulated. We'll drop that down just a little bit like that. Now we're actually technically under-modulated, and I think I'll leave it like that. We're just technically a little bit under-modulated now.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit better.
410. Are you smoking over here? That's for doggone sure. 8266. Motormouth Mall. Cruising this thing one time and get down.
Hey, Mom. Yep, you're sounding pretty good now. We'll catch you on the flip side, brother. The wife is yelling at me. If I can get back out here later, I will. Hey, Motormouth Mall, Mouse, 266. Up we go.
410 there, Mouse. Well, that was pretty interesting timing. I keyed the microphone. And my phone went ding. Anyway, let me turn that doggone thing down or something. Oh dear, Minnesota Mouse, you smoking out here. Take care of 73. It's good to hear you up in there in the world of sound. Your West Coast beast got down. Break 'em.
Roger.
How about a DX land 849 Wall Street? Buddy, hey. How you doing? Hey, I'm back there, 951, man. Good to hear you. In my shack today. Sounded really good. Sit back for a little bit. Check. Audio. 951, walkie-talkie.
Yeah, they're 29 with them small lots. How you doing out there, 753? 653, always a pleasure here.
Them flowers, man. Save some for yourself. I got about nine on me as well here in Southern Illinois. New tower coming in. I get it tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll have time this year to mess with it. Probably be a spring project, so we're going to do some rearranging with our antenna system next year. Hey, 951, have a good day.
How about a DX land? How about a run DX land 101 stuff? How about it? They're talking about you, Marty. I got 2204. You always get scared when you hear the doctor. I'm telling you, don't cut his limbs off when the fellas free. Don't like free. Don't like the smoking these limbs. Crook. Back out. Hello, Ron. We sent it back in the shack, Elizabeth. Hello, Bulldozer. Old Apple Shack with the wheel. Have a good one down there. Hey, Bulldozer. Down by the dock by the bay. I'll see you. Louisiana, waving right back. One stubborn change, Starfish Houston, I'm waving. Well, I appreciate you saying so. 238 Las Vegas, let me try it like this. 356 Louisiana, I'll see you, sir.
see Bulldozer on my light out with the evening wave. I'm back out. I appreciate it, man. Take care.
All right, well, I'm looking around Chicago right now, just a little bit southeast Chicago. Motormouth Mall, cruising this thing right there, breaker.
Well, you sounding good out there, Motormouth Mall. Making a fine trip for motherfucker. Motormouth Mall, come back to Mobile. Here's again. Bulldozer Mobile, back out. Chop, chop. Your tower set up. Look, hey, right back on the key again. Hey, you're in the bad shit.
Squirrel, I heard you calling my name. Hey, I heard you calling my name, but I couldn't get you.
542, you got a... I wonder if I got any condition around the west side. 356 Louisiana, standing by. Well, I tell you what, she's shining real brightly. How about that station north of California? 356 Louisiana, we trying. Yes, sir, it's a real pleasure to hear you out here. Toy? Sounding good. 169, and I'm gone.
Top of the morning, 542.
All right, Keystone. 356 Louisiana.
356 Louisiana. How in the world am I looking? How am I hearing you out there in Louisiana when I'm pointed out there north? Oh, I see why. Okay. Hey, 356 Louisiana, Motormouth Mall, wave and break.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, I'm trying to figure out how I'm talking to you, and I'm looking out to the east. Motormouth Mall, 356 with the wave, baby.
356, you got it going on, because I got you all up on my radio right now. I'm looking down into Louisiana right now, so I don't know if you're looking east or if you're looking here, but I know I hear you all up in here real good. 356, Motormouth Mall, cruising break.
Motormouth Mall, yeah, I'm looking at this old homemade cubicle quad, 16 feet off the ground. This homemade cubicle quad, baby.
Well, you know, that's the magic of a quad right there. Hey, 356, that's the magic of a quad. You know, everybody thinks quads are better than Yagis or Yagis are better than quads. That's not the case. But the case is a quad will work better than a Yagi when it's lower to the ground. You put a Yagi 16 feet off the ground and that quad will talk circles around it. Ain't no doubt about that. Quads exhibit that lower takeoff angle while being closer to the ground than a Yagi does. So you got that quad flat out smoking at 16 feet off the ground. It's walking and talking to breaker.
I appreciate it, Motormouth Mall. It's been there for 4 years. Everybody keep telling me to raise it up. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Motormouth Mall, baby.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot to be said for that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, if you do raise it up, you know, the takeoff angle will come down lower and lower, but there's a point where you might overshoot your conditions, and like you say, if it's working good now, it's working. So, you know, you can save yourself a lot of grief and expense and headaches by just leaving it right where it is, because it's walking and talking in fine style around my neck of the woods.
Just keep it still there. Motormouth, I've been there and I've done that one. That's why it's still where it's at. Motormouth Mall. Sounding real good on 356 over here on this old homemade cubicle quad. All plastic, little copper wire, 16 feet high. I was the exact man Oklahoma said.
Well, I sure like it. Yeah, that's working good. That's a little bit of copper wire, some plastic goes a long way. No doubt about that. I thought one of these days I wanted to experiment with the quad. I've never had one before. A lot of people, have built successful, good quality, good talking quads, but I've never had one. So one of these days, I gotta, experiment with the quad a little bit. I got some ideas, mechanical ideas of what I want to do. I just haven't ever done it. They're breaking.
Oh well. I need to add one more element. My neighbor turned me on to it, but he said I need a 3 element instead of this. But I think I'm doing good right there, Motormouth Mall.
I think you are too. So yeah, have any good software in my possession anyway. I don't know what's existing out there right now for quads. I know for Yagis, I've got really good software, and it's really accurate, and it does a good job for Yagi design. But I don't have anything that's as in depth for quads, and I'm sure somebody else out there does. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, use Easy Neck," but that's not what I had in mind. That'll sort of, I don't know, it's not quite what I had in mind. But anyway, I wish there was an equivalent to Quick Yagi 4 for quads, and then I wish there was an equivalent to Quick Yagi 4 for Windows. That's the one thing I don't like about Quick Yagi 4 and whatnot, is that it's a DOS program, which isn't in itself bad, but it doesn't have things like, well, I suppose in DOS you could write it into software, but like if you wanted to change a value of an element, a length of an element, I'd like to be able to highlight the doggone decimal, how far out I want to change it, and then be able to use the up and down buttons to change just one number, instead of having to retype the whole entire thing, like, 17.66255. Every time you type and change a number, you gotta type a lot of numbers in. So anyway, I wish there was something to make that a little bit easier, but I wish it ain't gonna make it happen, so I just gotta take it as it is. Oh, to you one more time, 356 Motor Mouth Mall, stepping I got down.
Motor Mouth Mall, appreciate it, man. Let me know. Motor Mouth, see ya.
Hi, there, 356. You have a good day out there. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year coming up on the band. And keep that quad up doing its thing in fine style. Take care. 73's Motor Mouth Mall, stepping I got down. Hello, around the Smoky Hills. I hear you up in there too, I do. On the way up around the Smoky Hills, Motor Mouth Mall waving. Back at you. Got something throwing a tone out there in my receiver, so I'm not sure what that is or who that is, but somebody might be tuning something up. I don't know. Motor Mouth Mall waving, I got down. What about the tones out of the Smoky Hills there, Break?
Good luck on that stream, 5-6.
Through an audio check, I'll see you.
There's some big audio coming out of there right there for audio check. Big old audio coming up in here. Motor Mouth Mall, stepping.
0356 Louisiana.
Yeah, it's just Minnesota Mouse there, Motor Mouth Mall. Just out there checking my audio in between keys. Come on.
Yeah, 10-4, yeah. I bumped the antenna back up there on your neck of the woods, and you're rocking and rolling and smoking up here on my stack of bricks. Minnesota Mouse, Motor Mouth Mall cruising.
Well, at least I know I'm getting heard with these little old watts. Motor Mouth Mall, 266, back up.
It don't take a whole lot of watts. It takes a whole lot of Mother Nature and a good antenna, but not a whole lot of watts to break. I found that out.
I'm only pumping out foot off the ground, about 1,100 feet. That's all I'm pushing there. Well, I was going, man, I'm just checking my audio stuff, see where it sounds best. Well, I appreciate your gig, brother.
Alright, so I got about twice of what you got out there, doing about 2,200 peaks-ish, roughly. Oh, look at that. We're slightly back on the high side of the modulation. There we go. Let me drop that down again. Yeah, we're doing about 2,200 on the peaks break, but our carrier is way down lower than that. We're doing a lot of asymmetry right now. We're working about 200%, so you work backwards. The carrier ain't all that high to break.
Yeah, Roger, on that. Yeah, I just run Raggear. I don't run the system that you got over there, but, I heard you talking about the Raggear and then what you got going on. Yeah, I think that Raggear is easier for me. I tried the computer stuff and drive me nuts.
I hear that, I do. And you already got it, so, there's no point same thing another way and getting the same results. So if you got what you got and you're comfortable with it and it's working for you, that's really all that counts, you know. I wouldn't say that the PC is better than rack gear. I would just, I would just say it's another way of getting the same results. You know, you can stack rack gear up and plug rack gear into rack gear into rack gear and get all kinds of things just like you can with the PC, you know, no difference. The only thing I find with rack gear is that you got power cords, so you got to watch, you know, ground loops, and you got interconnected cables, which means you got to watch out for ground loops. And as you well know, I'm sure at this point that even equipment that says it's got balanced inputs isn't truly balanced anymore. The way they used to balance in the days of RF and having studios and transmitter sites close to each other in the same proximity was they used transformers. And so there really was no link between the chassis ground and the circuit board ground, and the plus and minus really did float. And if you put an ohm meter from the ground of the shielded audio output, there was no connection to the chassis ground. Well, now they do have a lot of times connection between chassis ground and ground, and in which case now you have a potential for ground loops and RF getting in and RF getting into the circuitry inside as well. You know, it's all one and the same. So balance doesn't necessarily mean the same thing today as it did back when it was important for the purpose of keeping RF and common mode currents out of audio leads and all that. So things have changed a lot, but as long as you are aware of all that and you have some transformers floating about, you can correct all that on your own, or you can fix the pin 1 problem internally. You can go into the equipment and actually physically disconnect and make sure that there's no connection between the two. But anyway, that's a little bit more difficult, I think.
Yeah, I've always been pretty lucky with it. I've done the computer deal, that's worked all right. I pretty much have been sticking to foot pedals, you know, like guitar pedals and stuff like that.
Well, somebody over there on 27275 is throwing a carrier with a tone on it, and they got harmonics going all up and down all over the place. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, no, you're doing a good job though. Minnesota Mouse, you got that audio, but it's heavy, it's bold, it's loud, it's rich, it's full, it's bodacious sounding, which is, I think, what everyone, you know, everybody wants something that sounds kind of bodacious on 11 meters. You know, they don't want to all sound like they're talking on 75 meters, you know.
It is what it is, you know. I just like this the way it is, and so far I haven't had too many problems with it.
Roger on that. Well, that's good, and that's how it's supposed to be. Ain't no doubt about that. I like what I'm hearing, so it's all good for me. I don't think you'll get too many complaints there. Hey, Minnesota Mouse, Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast beast looking northeast.
Minnesota Mouse Wild Child said hello. It's been a long time since I got him in my radio. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, you take it easy, brother. Appreciate the combo. Catch you on the flip. Mouse is on the side.
Boy, there, Minnesota Mouse. Take care of 73s. Have yourself a good day out there, and we'll catch you a little bit later on. And hello, Wild Child. I heard you rocking and rolling up in my radio, too. I did, break.
I catch him on ground waves or short skip it late at night, but I ain't heard him in quite a while. Well, usually if you roll a friendly fire playing for me.
Yeah, 10-4. Hey, Wild Child, you want to worry for 4 friendly fingers on the thumb over there. 266 Minnesota Mouse. You get to catch them occasionally on ground wave, but you're waving 4 friendly fingers on the thumb over there. Minnesota Mouse up there. Hey, Mouse, did you get that? Wild Child's waving at you, baby.
Well, tell Wild Child I appreciate it, brother. Waving it right on back to him.
410 there, Wild Child. He said he appreciates you, and then roll that 5 right back to him. So I'm rolling that 5 and flipping the 5 into a nickel or into a dime. Hey, rolled the nickel into a dime for you. Hey, 266 Minnesota Mouse and Wild Child, Motor Mouth Mall. Your West Coast under modulated beast, dropping a hammer from time to time. I got down. Wisconsin. I did not get the 28, but I did hear the Mobile in Wisconsin to break.
You down in the Black Gold, you sounded good, my friend.
I heard the station around Lake Erie as well. They're breaking.
Dirty Nashville on the mail. How about it, Murder Mouth? We'll try one more time. How about it, Murder Mouth 1001 North Carolina? We tried.
1001 North Carolina. Hello to you. Hey, 1001 around North Carolina. I did hear you rocking and rolling up in there too with a big old hammer. 1001 Motormouth Mall waving right back at you, break.
I just wanted to stop you long enough to say hello, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to you.
Big old Merry Christmas and Happy New Year coming up around the bend in 1001 around North Carolina. Big old Happy New Year's coming up to you. Hope it's a happy and prosperous New Year. Merry Christmas and big old happy holidays around your stack of bricks. Motormouth Mall waving, break. I did hear the other station in the Bayou, but I didn't get the 28. Hello down there on the Bayou.
What's going on out there, Motormouth Mall, Bayou boy, trying to see if this old vertical Antron 99 is getting out there, breaker.
Hey, Bayou boy, well, you're working that old vertical Antron 99. It's working for you, ain't no doubt about that. You got that mall down, break.
Roger, 4 hours on that, yeah, man. Just testing out a new antenna out there in the back. I've been down without a vertical size for a long time. I said, well, I got to put something together. Motormouth Mall.
I'll tell you what, it's working good for you. I like it. You got a big old hammer, and it's doing a good job for you. So you got that mall down. It ain't quite a quad or anything big, I would imagine, but I tell you what, it's getting the job done, and that's all that matters. Bayou boy, Motormouth Mall, cruising, break up.
400 bird, come on in.
Well, see, now you said it's only 400 birds. That's super respectable right there. Ain't no doubt about that. I got double about that. I got a little about double that in the carrier department as you do. And what's that? And yeah, so I would say you're really doing a respectable job with only 400 bird to break. Holy smokes.
This from Wisconsin over here can verify, look. What's going on, Motormouth Mall knockout? I just got down. Right back.
I heard what's going on, Motormouth Mall, somebody, and they just got down. I didn't get the 28, though.
Hey, Motormouth Mall knockout. Good afternoon time to you, Motormouth Mall knockout. 110 on the BYU looking brother.
Oh, 10-4, they're knockout around the BYU. I got you up in there now, I do. Hey, knockout, you roll up in there in fine style, the break.
Yeah, I had knockout over here. I had him climbing my extension ladder. It wouldn't quite reach the second floor. Hello, Motormouth Mall. Okay, I was on it. And I was holding it just so it wouldn't kick out and he climbed the ladder to reach them elements there, Roger.
Roger. Well, you got another way to do that. You get one of them forklifts. You put the ladder up on a forklift, then raise the forklift up, and you can reach whatever you got to reach that way to break. I don't know if it's OSHA approved or not to break.
Hello to you, Motormouth Mall. Hello, Motormouth Mall. Batman around the Razorback breaker.
410. And Batman around the Razorback, I got you up in there too. I did. Motormouth Mall waving.
310-4, Motormouth Mall, sounding 10-8 and great around the Razorback. Old Batman is reading the mail.
410, you got a mall coming out here from the Razorback. I guarantee tell you, hey, Batman, you got that mall down, break.
10, Roger, you smoking, Motormouth Mall, ain't no two-way doubt about it. Just old 1, 2, 3 built mobile is on the mail.
Oh, that's why it's working so good. You let the cat out of the bag. It's that 1, 2, 3 built mobile. Ain't no doubt about that. It's working real good for you. I like what I'm hearing. Motormouth Mall cruising. The West Coast Beast got down.
going on, Motor Mouth Mall? Your stuff is working well and swell. You keep all them flowers, I'm going to keep this dozen I got. Old Batman is still on the mail.
Bartender Batman, I appreciate the flowers. You keep that stuff doing what it's doing over there, too. It's working real, real well over here on my place. That's for doggone real. Batman, take care of 73s. Motor Mouth Mall, stepping.
I wonder if his cow and pig are working. I just wonder if his cow and pig are working at morning time. At morning time, Motor Mouth Mall.
Back down.
I would say it's working. I would say it's working, and then some. You sound bodacious. It's working, Breaker. Good morning.
No time to play one more.
Yeah, big old time of the day to you, man. I just figured I'd key this old big pot of beans on and see if it's working with this audio there, Brick.
Some full, rich, blanketing audio, man. I'll tell you what, you smacking my receiver with that big old hammer and that big old bunch of pot of beans out there is all over the receiver, all over my speaker. I got a whole big old pot of beans spewing out of my speakers at break. Hello. Pinto Bean. Motor Mouth Mall, cruising break. You got that mall down.
309, Motor Mouth Mall.
Tim Roger, my friend. Well, I won't keep you from your talk show right there, man. I'm gonna go check that gate out and see what that complex sounds like. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall. Hey, 4011. 4011. Tracking Georgia, waving one big bang at a time.
410. Well, there's a good sounding audio coming out of that thing. That's for doggone sure. A whole heap, a bunch of it. Yeah, that's for doggone real. Take care of 73s. And you see, you're going to go listen to the gate. And I heard Trike roll up in there, too. Hello, good morning, Trike. See you, or good afternoon, I should say. It's 9:49 over here. Holy cow, it's afternoon around your guys' place. Hello, Trike. Hello, Pinto Bean. Motor Mouth Mall, cruising this thing. One tap wide at a time, I got down.
Hello, Tip.
You got a grip. I'll try to keys up, man. I'm gonna have to back up out of the way. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, till we do it again. I'll bring back away.
Bartender Pinto Bean, I don't have a whole lot to play back for you real fast here, but I am gonna play something back over the air real quick here. Let me play that last little bit back here so you can hear what it's doing. I'll play the whole thing with the competition and everything in there.
Hello, Tip.
You got a grip. I'll try to keys up, man. I'm gonna have to back up out of the way. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, till we do it again. I'll bring back away.
There you go, Pinto Bean. That's what I heard that time around, but I don't think my playback's going to do it justice, but I guarantee you got them all down. Pinto Bean, Motor Mouth Mall, cruising. I got down, breaker.
Oh, Tim Roger, appreciate that. Yeah, that ain't too bad. That ain't too snazzy right there. Appreciate the playback. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, till we do it again. Oh, Pinto Bean. Topside of my Alabama go.
410 to Pinto Bean. Well, you're on the top side of Alabama, and you're on the top side of my Richter scale, too. You working and walking and talking in fine fashion. You keep on with it, keep it on. Pinto Bean, where am I looking right now? I'm looking in, let's see, about 85 degrees. Oh, I'm looking right at you. Hey, Pinto Bean, I'm looking right at you, the break.
309, some of that beam. What's that beam?
Oh, Tim Roger, boy, I can tell it too, man. It got me up there off of the Richter scale. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, I was gonna say, man, I believe you are pointing right at me. Sure enough, man. Well, let me back up out of here. I just turned this guy to warm up, man. They figured I'd try to make the trip. Hey, Motor Mouth, till we do it again, your friend. Topside, my Alabama gal.
410. Well, you're topside of Alabama Station and walking a dog and talking across this great big old nation in fine fashion. I'm going to get back on the side. Good job, hey, Pinto Bean. I like it. Motor Mouth Mall, cruising, they got down.
I think I heard you in my radio there. Hey, Poker Radio, Cali.
Oh, yeah, a little bit ago before you keyed up there, Pinto Bean, I heard 309 key up in there, and I did want to acknowledge 309. Sorry about that 309. I like to talk to my radio, and I did hear you rolling up in there, but I forgot. I should have mentioned 309 up in there. 309, motor mouth, mall waving break. Yeah, you can squeeze up in there, break.
Up, brother. I just try to see what the hell my conditions is. What kind of conditions are they at?
Your conditions are out here. You got some Mother Nature rocking and rolling in your favor there, break.
Hello, you motor mouth mall up. Hey, Roger, motor mouth mall sounding good as always. I tell you, change your audio again so long as I've got to hear this morning, but sounding good. A little different, but still sounding good. No doubt about it. Oh, Wild Child. Good morning, Wade.
Roger, Wild Child. Hey, Wild Child, in some cases, I don't know, I see a pretty big dip, you know, like on my transmit. I can see I'm not putting a lot of energy out at about 1,000 cycles. There's a big dip over here in my, if you look at if you're looking at the video gate right here, there's a big dip in the frequency range right at about 1 kilohertz thereabouts, and 929 hertz right about in there somewhere. Anyway, and I don't know if that's really, you know, some receivers are going to hear that one way versus other receivers hearing it a different way, so I'm not sure if I need to I don't want to put that back in there, but anyway, I hope it's not too peaky on the high end there, break.
I think you got a good balance going on there. It's still real bassy sounding, but I don't know how to explain what you say. It's got just the right amount of treble in there, but still got all that bass, I guess you'd say.
Roger, still has the motor mouth mall telltale bass, all the bass up in there, but it's not too muffled bassy, and it's got enough treble to work with the bass that's there. So I guess that's a well balanced situation, and it's a little bit different than it was a couple days ago, I think. So I'm just experimenting. You know, it's that problem with having all these knobs and buttons, and so like I was telling Mad Hatter earlier, you know what I did? I took the headphones off. I put the headphones aside, and I put another screen up over my audio processing screen. It's just a map, so I don't have to see any of the processing, and I don't have to put the headphones on, so I'm not listening to enough. I'm just talking to breathe.
Hey, how's that weight feel like? Hey, Roger. I mean, I'm pretty sure it does sound a little more, you get a little more treble in there. I don't care too much for that sound. You know, I do like the bass too, the deeper, richer tones. I really like. Try out the way.
It's got maybe a little bit more treble than you normally like there. It's got a little bit more treble than you normally like there, break.
So I get everything situated here on my end, but sounding good though. I like it. I know you'll probably change it again, but I'll be listening.
Roger. You say it's got a little bit more treble than you normally like there, break?
Yeah, it seems to have a little higher pitch to it, somewhat, but the bass is still booming in there. That's the best way I can explain it.
Roger. Kind of like when you got your home stereo set up with the EQ with a real big dip in the mid-range and a boost on the bass and a boost on the highs and a dip in the mids and that kind of a sound, huh?
Roger. Exactly. That's a good way to put it right there.
Roger, yeah, that's what it looks like on the SDR too. I'm looking at it. There's a pretty big hole. The hole in the middle there, the hole down at about 1 kilohertz. Right there. The hole is probably about 5, 10, almost 12 or 15, and 12 dB or so down from the rest of the signal. So it's got a pretty big hole up in there, but that's because I'm trying maybe about 15, it's 5, 10, 15, it's about 15 dB, about 15 dB of attenuation in that hole, in that range. So I don't know. Well, I'm just experimenting with it there a little bit there, Brig. It's taken a lot of talk power and a lot of energy out of that range, which means somebody else who has more energy in that particular range, theoretically theoretically should be able to cut through my signal pretty good if they knew specifically what frequency that was, which I just got through saying it's right at about 1 kilohertz. So if they had a big spike in 1 kilohertz, they would put energy where my signal doesn't have any energy. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that, huh? Oops.
So you just put it out there where the bullseye's at. Hello.
Roger, I got a target on my back and everybody knows where to aim now. They know where the weak spot in my audio is. Well, if they looked at the SDR, they would all know it anyway. So if I didn't say it, people who looked at it could still see it and see what they got to do. They would see where my lack of energy is to break. But that's okay. We're going to do what we can do and enjoy it. And then if somebody walks on through, that's okay too, to break. I didn't design this to be on top of the stack. I just designed it to have fun.
Hey, that's what the whole hobby's about, having fun. There's too many people out here with thin skin that need to just sell their crap out and get off the air, because I'm out here to have fun. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to run my equipment. I know what my equipment's going to do, and from day to day, I'm just going to go out here and talk. And I do get long-winded because I can. But boy, people get mad when you carry on a conversation right in the middle of DX, but that's what it's all about to me. I ain't out here to say, hi, bye, kiss my butt, and I'm gone. I don't like that. That's the way it used to be, because I had to squeeze in where I could fit in, and I don't have to no more. Everybody used to have their conversations, and now I do it. I'm the bad guy, so whatever, People out there say the same thing about you. I hear them underneath is what they're saying. They can't talk because you got them all down. Well, that's just the way it works. Go to the goodie store. That's all I tell them. Go to another channel or go to the goodie store.
If you got that right, that's exactly how it works. Ain't no doubt about that. Everybody else out there, they complain if somebody else out there gets some talking done. They complain. I'm not saying everybody out there. There's a lot of people out there in the band understand how it works, but there's a lot of people out there, they get mad if you get some talking done, but when the table turns and they get a little bit of conditions, or they got a big radio one day, or they get a big antenna one day, or they do something that, makes them stand out above the rest, and then they put themselves in that position, they don't complain about themselves, as long as the table is turned in their favor, everything's all right. So, it's like on the bowl. I got out there on the bowl, and I had a lot of fun on the bowl, and I'll go back there again, but I had to give some of the other stations a little bit of a break, a little bit of a rest. I think I was, anyway, everything's all tuned up for there, and it works real good over there. And, I suddenly heard a lot of people that were suddenly saying I'm plugging the ears and this and that. Well, if the table was turned and they had the power, they'd be the ones plugging the ears. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander to break. And, the same thing applies to me as being the other end of the deal. If somebody else gets out there and takes me out, that's okay. They earned that. They did that. They got that. I ain't going to complain about it. That's part of the fun. But if you really want to be on top of the game and you really want to be on top of the stack, well, you got to do what you said to do. They got to go to the goodie store and buy some more, Greg.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, every now and then, Mother Nature may smile on somebody with an Antron and a 2-pill, and they're going to key on you. Everybody's going to get keyed on. That's what I don't get. If they ain't been keyed on enough by now to figure out, they're going to get keyed on regardless. I mean, it's just like the boys down in Alabama and Mississippi. Our kind of conditions kind of go back and forth. They get me one day, maybe the next day or the next hour, I may be able to get all of them. You just don't know from minute to minute what Mother Nature's going to do with you. So it's like I tell a lot of my friends, it's like, man, I'm tired of the crap, and I hear people cussing me and all this other crap. I'm like, I want to come out here and talk a few hours a day, which I don't get good conditions on the west side this year for some reason. I get an hour here, maybe 2 hours there. I'm going to start going up sideband and playing. I'm setting up a whole new station just for sideband, just so I have something else to play with and get away from this. So they can't complain about me sitting out here all day long and talking, because I don't have the conditions for it, so I got to find me something else to do. They can, get over themselves. They just have to tolerate me while I'm out here.
Wow, yeah, that's exactly right. Now, sideband, that's going a little extreme there. You're going to go over to the dark side. Oh, no, wild child, don't do it. Don't do it. But no, I understand what you're saying. Ain't no doubt about that. That's why I only limit myself to about an hour or two out here at a time, or an hour at a time on the high side. Well, I don't know, a couple hours on the high side. I don't know how long I have to before I open too wide. Let me see how long I've been out here. I've been out here for an hour and 5 minutes. Uh-oh, time to get out of here. Oh, you got me in England. Hello out there at Motormouth Mall, looking around Birmingham, England at 9:41. That was a little while ago. I don't know if I still have conditions out that way. I had the antenna pointed at the northeast corner. I guess that was getting me up into England pretty doggone good. But, hey, Wild Child, yeah, I don't get out here and stick out here too doggone long because a lot of other people want to use the radios. And, I just get out here from time to time. But sideband, don't do it. That's going too far. That's extreme to break. Hey, Wild Child, I'm going to get out of here, read the mail for a little bit, Motormouth Mall stuffing. Always a pleasure with the double measure.
Yeah, just something I'm going to do in the evenings when I ain't got no DX. It ain't going to take away from my AM time. It's not going to be a full-time thing. It's just going to be something for local talk and, something a little different to play with every now and then. I like to expand my horizons, but it is what it is. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I'll let you get right to the side and do your thing. Oh, Wild Child over here trying to warm this glass up, and I'm gone.
I'd say you warmed up that glass and you warmed up all the elements on my antenna too. I think you might even be warming up the coax. I can feel it getting warm down here by the doggone shack. I think he put a whole bunch of RF up in here. So I'll say 73s. Have a good day and we'll catch you another time another way. I'm going to let this thing sit for a little bit and let everybody else on the West Coast have their radios back. I mean, those who I might be. There's a whole lot of big hammers out there right now who I'm sure are talking just fine, well, even with my presence out there on the band. But, I'm going to be kind to those who are being hindered by my obstacle. Take care, 73s, Wild Child, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast, goddamn.
Hello, Motormouth Mall, number 982 and number 82, somewhere around the Windy City with a wave.
Well, 982 around the Windy City. I got you in there, too. I'll wave at you real fast before I get out of here. Hey, 982 around the Windy City. I do believe I got you up in my radio, Motormouth Mall Cruiser. They got down.
Coming in loud and clear in Alabama today.
Hey, Iron Man, I got you up in here, too. Hey, Iron Man around Alabama, waving right back at you. Hope you're having a good day out there. Iron Man, Motormouth Mall, step and break.
All right, there, Motormouth Mall. We're fixing to go eat a little bit of dinner. May have a little bit too much talk back on this thing. Let me cut it back just a little bit. Iron Man, Alabama, going to dinner.
Sure. Wow, there's a lot of, I don't know, is that talk back or are you listening to an internet feed or what you doing? Because listen to this here real fast.
We're fixing to go eat a little bit of dinner. May have a little bit too much talk back on this thing. Let me cut it back just a little bit. Iron Man, Alabama, going to dinner.
There you go. That's what I heard right there. Iron Man, Motormouth Mall cruising, and they got down right there breaking.
I heard that. Yeah, cut it back just a little bit, Motormouth Mall. Had a little too much swing in that thing. All right, out of here. Going to eat dinner. Have a good day out that way. Sounding good in Alabama. Iron Man out.
410, bodacious now. Check this out.
I heard that. Yeah, cut it back just a little bit, Motormouth Mall. Had a little too much swing in that thing. All right, out of here. Going to eat dinner. Have a good day out that way. Sounding good in Alabama. Iron Man out.
There you go, Iron Man. That's you all up in there with all that hammer. Motormouth Mall stepping. Enjoy your dinner. Dinner. Wait a second. It's 10 o'clock. That's 1 o'clock. Is dinner lunch? Lunch, dinner, supper, lunch, dinner, supper. I don't know. I get confused with all those things. But enjoy your food. Motormouth Mall stepping.
Yeah, it's a little after 12 out here in Alabama. We're a little different time zone there. It's something we can walk over the time zone. All right, sounding good.
All right, 10-4. Enjoy your, what we would call lunch. You call it dinner, we call it lunch. Enjoy your food. Get you later on. 73's Motormouth Mall stepping. Bye.
Who's that in Oklahoma? Get out of jail, I'm going to go away. And I'm looking out. Audio 319 in the blue car. No problem. Billy Boy, Central Illinois, Target 00. We're back out listening. 319. That's right. 29, Georgia. You mean he's stronger than Taxman? No. Break. Alright, I got TX. I go back to work. I'm gone. Who's that? Wyoming, 29, Georgia. Audio. Hello up there, 152. Hello up there, Gunslinger, Tennessee, William Ann. Catch you later. To the Fort Texas, land of Lincoln, Grasshopper. Have a good day. 2020. I don't know your QTH. I don't know can I make the trip. Hey, well, I don't know. I don't know who I'm talking to. Hey, 309, Indiana. Break. Well, I don't know when to go ahead. I forgot your numbers. I don't know if you're talking to 309 or who. Hey, good day if you are. Mary, 309 out of Indiana, back wide. Right back, 2020. Lord, duck a love. You're a loud man in southern Indiana for real doggone. Hey, 2020, Mary, ho, to you and all your friends. I said that. And 309, Indiana's back out. Oh, yeah. There it is. We got a little outside. Hey, 2020, just want to let you know you're sounding real good in the bottom of Georgia, my friend. Hey, Carlson. There's 030 Island, South Island. 030 Derek and more Derek. Hey, 030 South Island. 309. Can we make the trip? Break. Hello to you, weed killer. 25 in the ATL bank. You trying? Weed kill, I said 25. Hey, weed kill, I said 25. Hello, 65, mini grass. 309, trying to make a trip into the mini grass. 65309, Indiana. 410 on that small station there, weed kill. Sound good, brother. Take care, have a good week. 25 Old Hill around the east side. I'm back out. Hello, 102. I'm getting old 309. Galaxy 9. Hey, 65 mini grass. 309 Indiana. Break.
307. How about it? 307, 249 Alabama.
I heard you, Mr. 35, Spring, Texas. My old friend, 35, down in the mini grass. We got a little trip out of Texas. Good day. Mary. Doggone real. Down there in Texas. 309's radio said that, and I'm back out. Well, man, I was a duck-plugging mess that time around. Somebody come in there with you there, and I couldn't hear nothing. 25 on the east side. I'm trying to get my ears straight. I'm back out. 199, Florida, Georgia. Well, somebody said I was going to try it one more time for the 309. Yeah, well, then have somebody out of Bighorn, 222. You come in, I'm going to talk to my radio. Hey, 222 or 25 said I'm going to talk to my radio. Bragger. And old 309's radio said that, and I'm about out.
Calling you a minute ago. Shaggy 464, right?
410 attitude, well, you said it, 025 on the east side said I heard it all. Take care, my brother. 025 in the GA getting up.
Mobile with no conditions out here in downtown.
I believe I heard that 65 in the mini grass. He was coming back to Indiana. I don't know. I didn't hear him say for sure. 865 mini grass. Back wide.